It's Friday, May 14th, and camping out the grasslands tonight, me and 3 other guys, Dave and Gamble. I'm on New Africa Twin 2020 Adventure Sport ES, and Gamble bought my 2016. He's behind us. We're going to ride some dirt roads tomorrow, cook some steaks tonight, and temperature's about 80 degrees right now. And boy, this 2020 is nice. I just can't figure out CarPlay yet, but it'll come in time.
All right, we are at the grasslands. This is Super Dave. He brought his poor corn. It's not gonna make it. I'll be surprised.
Corn's gonna be beautiful.
Okay.
Look at that, it's starting to roast.
That's one way to roast corn. The other way to roast corn is buy it in the can. That's the way to roast. And this is a Gamble's steak, and Gamble is the one that bought my 2016 Africa Twin. You can see it right there. And so I'm a little bit envious of him. But and this is Super Dave's KTM 790. And this is my 2020 Africa Twin. The biggest difference is the swing arm is about 6 inches shorter. And but yeah, so far I like it, except for I can't figure out CarPlay. So we'll deal with that. This is Super Dave's home. And this is Gamble's home over here. And then obviously my sweet home right there. Yeah. And then we got some steaks cooking right here. Look at that. And does it look good? Oh yeah. Then we got Super Dave's corn. Now he's holding the corn above the fire. Never seen that before. So Super Dave, what's the secret there?
The Oahu grill is not as good as the Firebox.
Really?
It's not.
So you're saying you should have spent like $70 more to get like a better quality
Possibly.
product? Okay. But he does have a striker, so that's good.
I can make fire.
Yeah, he can make fire, so he's good at that. So, yeah, we'll see how this corn.
I think Kevin soaked this charcoal in water.
But again, people need to remember that this is how you cook corn. You cook it in the can. Corn and peas. Yeah. And look at that steak, isn't that? Ooh. Yeah.
Perfect. Buried in my
So how's the corn? Is it done?
It's pretty good. It is done.
I'm impressed. You cook whole kernel corn.
Yeah. The husk. The key is you gotta get the silk out of the corn so it doesn't burn, and then you gotta rewrap it so that it protects it. But yeah, it's not burnt and it's hot.
Very impressed, dude. This came from the meat place in
meat market. What's
meat market in Decatur. That is a nice piece of beef.
Wise Choice Custom Meats.
Yeah, look at that.
It's an Aspen Ridge ribeye.
Aspen Ridge, that's fancy.
It is dry aged for 28 days.
So, Gamble, how's your steak, man?
Oh, it's great. It's great. I wish I had brought a better knife, but Leatherman will do.
Yeah, you gonna borrow my knife?
No, I'm making do. It's half serrated. It's
okay.
Good.
All right.
People that are too drunk or lazy to make their own, they see one about starting and they're like, well, why don't I just come in here and see if they'll chat with me while I hang out by a fire?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do the work.
Yeah.
Same thing at the beach. You know, you go to the beach, if you start a fire, everybody's going to show up and want to like make some sort of small place,
right.
like a hangout.
Yeah, it's just a little different. Though, like, I've done that stuff. I mean, I've encroached on people's campfire. Like 2 weeks ago, or whenever we did the buoy thing. You know, I was there and someone made a campfire, and you know, yeah, you go talk. Of course, you're all there at a motorcycle event, right? But yeah, you put it in park, get out of the truck, walk over, have a conversation.
I don't know if that guy was capable of that.
I don't think so, man. That guy was gone, you know.
That was basically
and that's what scared me. It was like
that was his hover around scooter, basically.
Yeah, I mean that guy was so freaking drunk. I couldn't tell if he was drunk or stoned or what, but it was like he was definitely mentally something was going on. And he concerned me for just a little bit. I was like, are you, not, I don't think he had like evil intent. It's just like, are you all there? Can you make good decisions, you know?
Yeah. I was like, man, I just bought that bike. Can you not run it over?
Exactly.
Like, please put it in reverse.
What you got there, Kev?
Between
Don't trip over your firebox.
There's my old bike. Super Dave's. We got coffee cooking right here. Good morning. We're up here running some dirt roads in North Texas toward the buoy. And this is the first time I've been on dirt on this 2020. Just picked it up Wednesday. Got basically 30, 70 tires on it. And mostly street biased. But the swing arm on the 2020 and up, they took the swing arm from the CRF 450. The swing arm is about, I think, 4 or 6 inches shorter than my 2016. That's my 2016 right in front of me. Gamble bought it. And we camped out last night at the grasslands. It got down to 65 degrees. It was perfect in the evening. Didn't have to put a rain flap up. So, yeah, so this, I'm on, like I said, these real non-aggressive tires. But this bike is very compliant. Got it in gravel mode and traction control level 2. I think there's like 7 options on traction control. But this bike is very compliant on the dirt. Very nice. Suspension is huge. Night and day difference in 2016. Now mine, I had it beefed up, set up for me, and so it was nice. But this 2020 though, very nice. Got that electronic suspension. I got it set up for the driver and luggage, and you can feel the suspension going up or down when you adjust it. I first had it set up for 2 up with luggage, and it's pretty stiff. So, and the exhaust notes, really, I like it a lot. So it's got fly-by-wire versus the 16's cable. I can't really tell much difference as far as, response or pull. This is probably a little bit of a lighter pull, but not much. And yeah, really nice. I love this windshield. It's a Givy. I think it's a Givy windshield. But the wind management on this bike is excellent. So it's got the low seat on it. So on my 2016 with the beefed up suspension, my inseam's 34 inches. I could, stand with the ball of my feet on both sides. And on this one, I can put both feet flat-footed. And I got about a 3-inch bend in my knee. So that's very confidence-inspiring. So, yeah, I really like it. Really like it. I don't know if you can hear the exhaust note in this thing, but it's got the DCT, obviously. I'm a DCT guy. And I've got about 150,000 miles on DCT bikes. Now I got about 170,000 miles on DCT bikes. NC 700, which I took up the Continental Divide Trail, and that's where I broke my leg. Had to ride it back home to Dallas in Colorado. And but yeah, this is finally got CarPlay figured out. It worked for me Wednesday night, and then yesterday it didn't work on the way up here. Couldn't figure it out. It said phone's connected, but it wouldn't come on the screen. I could play my music, but it's just something. I said, what's changed between Wednesday and yesterday? And I realized it's the cable. You got to have a lightning cable. I had a $5 gas station cable, so it doesn't work. But yeah, now it works beautifully. It's pretty neat. Hey, puppy. Yeah, so here's the exhaust. I don't know if the microphone picks it up or not, but doesn't that just sound great? Yeah. Then we got Dave on the 790, Super Dave on the 790. We got Steve on the he just bought the 890 last week. Then we got Dave's son, who's on the 500 EXC. This has the Honda low seat on it. First I thought it was too low, but I kind of like it. And then I got my Air Hawk with about a 1/4 inch of air in it, and then I got my bead rider beads on top of that, which is how I ran my 16 with the seat concept seat. So far, the seat, I'm okay with it. I ordered a Corbin, and I just sent them an email a while ago canceling the order. Ordered it yesterday, and so I sent them an email to cancel the order. So I think I like this low seat. It's comfortable, again, with my Air Hawk and beads on it. So it's, I really like it. How about that? You want to hear the exhaust again? Just bad to the bone. You know, this also has electronic suspension on the preload and the damping, and I don't know what all it does. It's voodoo. But it's really good for guys like me, because even on my 16 Africa Twin, you have rebound, preload, and compression adjustments. And even though I put new springs and had the rear end, now a professional set up the rear end for me, so he probably adjusted it to what I wanted. But the front, though, I've never even adjusted the preload or the clickers on the shocks. So even though I put new springs in. So for, someone like me, the electronic suspension, it really helps. I mean, this suspension on this bike, man, it is just, wow. When I first got that 2016, the one right in front of me, I had it up in Colorado, going down off a little ATV trail off Rampart Range Road. And, boy, doesn't that sound nice? Anyways, and it wallowed out. It just wallowed. Man, it was like a water buffalo. It just wallowed and went down. And, yeah, it was not confidence inspiring at all. When I put the new springs in, night and day difference. But this is just on a whole nother level. It's pretty. Now, the one complaint, when I ordered some Campbell pegs from Campbell ADV, these foot pegs they're better than the 2016s were. And on those, I got the MS or SW Motec. So I got the new pegs. They're kind of small for my feet, so they got that rubber top on them. So I ordered some Campbell, and because you steer with your feet on the dirt. So, anyways, yeah, super happy at this motorcycle. Now I got the electronics figured out. That was just kind of a whipping, but got it dialed in now. So good, excellent. Hey, puppy! Look at that TFT screen. Doesn't that look nice? And then to switch to Apple CarPlay, just one little button,